After all the betrayals, headlines, and savage power moves in the hip-hop industry over the past weeks, a new shockwave hit the culture when Lil Meech, once the golden child of the BMF series, was seen in an emotional confrontation with 50 Cent, begging in tears to be reinstated into the show that made him a household name, saying it was his whole life, and admitting he couldn't live without it, despite all that happened. Yes, you read that right. Lil Meech is begging to come back to BMF. This dramatic twist comes on the heels of one of the most chaotic and brutal stretches in modern hip-hop/TV crossover history. In case you missed it, Lil Meech, son of the legendary Big Meech, was fired from the BMF TV series by 50 Cent himself after shocking revelations that his own friend allegedly snitched on him to 50 about details involving real-life BMF operations. What followed was pure carnage. 50 Cent didn't just drop Lil Meech. He replaced him with the very same friend who ratted. The betrayal echoed across the industry, and fans were torn. Some felt 50 was upholding street code, while others believed he was going too far, airing out a young man raised in the legacy of a criminal empire now being reformed for the screen. And while Meech stayed silent at first, retreating from the spotlight, gathering himself after public humiliation and alleged street retaliation, he just made a bold and emotional move that caught everyone off guard. According to insiders and witnesses on the scene, Lil Meech pulled up unannounced to one of 50 Cent's private production meetings in Atlanta, where he was preparing for the next wave of shows in the Power universe. Dressed low-key, hoodie up, visibly emotional, Meech reportedly asked 50 for a moment alone. What happened next is now the talk of the streets. Insiders say Meech broke down. Not with bravado, not with ego, but with tears. He told 50 that the BMF series was more than a role, that it was his entire identity, that without the series, he felt like his purpose was gone, that he had let his father down, that the betrayal from his friend hurt him more than the firing ever could. Multiple people who caught glimpses from outside the studio say they heard Meech's voice crack, saying, "I'm sorry, UNC. I swear I ain't mean to hurt nobody. That show, BMF, is all I got. It's who I am." For fans who've been following the BMF story, this is nothing short of heart-wrenching. Lil Meech wasn't just playing character on television. He was playing his own father. The weight, the pressure, the legacy, it all rested on his shoulders. He had one of the most unique opportunities in television history to rewrite the story of his father's rise and fall with nuance, power, and truth. And when it all came crashing down, so did his identity. Now, facing rejection from 50, betrayal from within, and an uncertain future, Lil Meech is pleading for a second chance. But the big question is, will 50 Cent forgive him? Historically, 50 Cent is not the forgiving type. Whether it's Ja Rule, The Game, Young Buck, or even people behind the scenes, once you cross 50, the door rarely reopens. His reputation as a ruthless mogul isn't just a media narrative. It's a deeply embedded character trait. He doesn't forget. He doesn't bend. And yet, there's something different here. Because Lil Meech isn't just an artist or an actor. He's family. Not by blood, but by business, by loyalty, and by shared legacy. 50 helped Meech become a star. He guided him into acting. He put him front and center. And now, seeing Meech come back with no ego, no crew, just heart, it's rumored that 50 paused for the first time. Sources close to the G-Unit camp say 50 was visibly stunned, that he didn't yell, didn't curse, that he just stared at Meech for a long moment and said, "You know what you did, right?" Meech reportedly nodded, then said, "I ain't snitch. I just got caught slipping around the wrong people. I ain't know he was gonna talk behind my back. But I ain't never fold on you. Never." That line is now floating all over fan pages, Twitter accounts, Reddit threads. And it's sparking a deep debate. Did 50 go too far? Should he give Meech a second shot? Fans are divided. Some say Meech needs to face the consequences. That in the entertainment game, just like the streets, loyalty is everything. That even if he didn't snitch directly, being careless enough to allow snitching is already a violation. But others are calling for compassion. They point out that Meech is young, that he's navigating immense pressure from the culture, the law, and his own name, that he took responsibility and came back humbly, that maybe, just maybe, this moment could heal everything that broke. And remember, Big Meech is still watching from prison. You can bet this emotional plea didn't happen without his blessing. It's likely that Big Meech encouraged his son to make peace, to humble himself, to recognize what was at stake. Because for Big Meech, the BMF series isn't just TV, it's legacy. So what happens now? Sources say 50 is taking some time to think, that he didn't give an answer yet, that while he respected Meech for pulling up and facing him like a man, he still feels burned, still feels played, still unsure if the damage is too deep. But one cryptic tweet from 50 Cent dropped right after the meeting. Sometimes the streets teach harder than I ever could. I'm thinking on it. That was it. No name, no details. But everybody knew exactly who he was talking about. The industry is watching. Executives are whispering. Fans are on edge. Because if 50 reinstates Lil Meech, it could rewrite the narrative and create one of the greatest redemption arcs in hip-hop Hollywood history. And the timing couldn't be crazier. Just days before this emotional plea, Rick Ross had announced his own show with Lil Meech as a lead star, a move that everyone saw as a direct shot at 50 Cent. The culture couldn't believe it. Ross, who's feuded with 50 for years,